All right.
Is that a parakeet fucking a fucking football over there?
You know, depending on which atmosphere you enter, you never know the sounds that'll disseminate from the time machine. We are here in the future.
Yeah, some of those sounds emanating, it sounds like you had bad fucking Taco Bell for dinner. But go ahead. Nevertheless, we're here in the future. We know things now that we didn't know then. All
right.
things are as they were then, except you are there.
And we have found out it is indeed true. Jim has a massive collection of Clara Mortensen nude photos for no good reason.
They're daguerreotypes, I'll have you know.
Really?
Instead of, yes.
Well, speaking of anything else but this, AEW Dynamite, Jim, July 10th, Calgary, Alberta, Canada, the Scotiabank Saddledome. Not the Scotty Bank Saddledome, as I called it last time.
Is that what you got? I didn't correct you.
It sounded
the
right.
Scotty Bank?
It sounded right.
Well, Scotia, they had just a skosh of a crowd there.
According to WrestleTix, the final count tickets distributed 4,524. The last time they were there, for the record, was last year, July 15th, 2023. The attendance, 5,896.
Ouch. Oh, well, it's only 1,300 and some down, but it's Stampede Week. They seem to be making a tradition of this, so maybe the people are making a tradition of not coming back.
Well, we'll see if that's another holiday that affects the ratings here this week, Jim. AEW Dynamite, July 10th, according to WrestleNomics, 8 to 10:05 p.m., 691,000 viewers on average.
Okay, so weeks ago we would have said, "Oh, ha!" But now that I can't remember, but is that up from last week?
Last week was 688.
See, it's up just a skosh, just a Scotiabank. So this is about where they're at right now.
That's exactly.
They were.
Yes.
They were in the 8s, then they were in the 7s, now they've gone to the 6s.
Now, on the bright side, they're up 8% over the trailing 4-week average, which was 636, or 638,
Yeet.
Excuse me. Yeet.
Yeet.
Not allowed to say there. But, you know, that's, you kind of just hit on one of the things I keep thinking every week when we see these numbers, because we said it. It's like they settle in, and then they start losing viewers, and they gain a little bit back, and it never comes all the way back. And we'll talk later on about different things that are blamed. But let's go to the quarterly breakdown.
I'm with the all-night gas station theory, but go ahead. I can be swayed.
These are compiled by WrestleNomics, quarter 1, 8 to 8:15 p.m. The recap of MJF's live promo on Collision, the Will Ospreay MJF live promo, well, MJF I think was taped, but I don't know. And the Owen Hart tournament video, 819,000 viewers.
Okay, that is better than they have done the last couple of weeks, as I remember, on starting out with a bigger number. And
high point in the key demo as well.
And so, but now it looks like from their average, they may be plummeting toward a precipice at some point in the program. But continue, please, my dear fellow.
Quarter 2, 8:15 to 8. Oh, Jesus. No,
you can't even get the time out. Oh, my God, mother of all creatures, big and small.
I was doing quick math, but it actually goes with the trend line. Quarter 2, 8:15 to 8:30 p.m. Bryan Danielson versus Hangman Adam Page. With picture-in-picture. With picture-in-picture. 725,000 viewers.
Ouch. Okay. Well, that's only 94,000 people. But did this marathon battle of the Titans, did it keep the people? Did it hook them in?
When you book a match like that on television, is that the goal, to keep who you have, to get more people in? Do you expect to lose people? What is a booker's expectation?
Essay question. In the territories, you weren't thinking about the ratings because the ratings on your local stations was probably always good. And if they weren't good, you probably weren't running that town. You wanted to as a whole, present the program where it would draw the most money to the house shows and the angles and the matches that you were going to be promoting. And if you were going to do a long match like that, Dusty did them because Eddie Graham did them. It was to showcase intermittently, not rarely, more often than that, but not regularly. Obviously, it was to showcase your best workers in a match that was better than what the fans would normally ever see on television, and build to the finish that you wanted to find. People would say, oh, wow, that fun. And they would talk about it, right? Well, now you can't get anybody to talk about a TV match just because it's long, because Lord knows we got plenty of those. And it really needs to be now more than ever with your best workers to even, keep people's attention. And the quarter hour ratings are a thing that, especially in local television or regional syndication, didn't even exist 40 years ago. But you would find that when you had Flair and Wyndham go the hour in Florida, or when you had the Midnight
Fantastics, yeah,
go the hour on Crockett TV, or whatever the case may be, that interest appreciated at the house shows amongst those people in the rematches. So it was a completely different thing, but you didn't just do that thing. Oh, wow, a bunch of people are going to watch this match and that'll be the end of it. It was, no, you've already had people watching your wrestling show. Now you needed to get them interested in a specific thing enough to want to pay to see it.
Well, we go to quarter three, 8:30 to 8:45 p.m. The continuation of Bryan Danielson versus Hangman Adam Page with picture-in-picture, 722,000 viewers.
Well, at least they didn't really lose any. I mean, at that percentage, it's people that had to piss.
They kept steady. We go into quarter four, 8:45 to 9 p.m. The Bryan Danielson live angle. Live angle?
Angle.
What was he angling?
Where's my notes? Wait a minute. What?
Oh, was that just him bumping in the Swerve?
Angles?
Was that just him bumping in the Swerve?
Well, they didn't even bump. Swerve was walking down the...
Well, bumping in the, not the physical sense, but just, hey, I bumped into Ellen the other day.
Yeah, well, he got the cup, and then here came Swerve, and then remember, all right, when he came back, Danielson wasn't there.
Bryan Danielson leaving, a.k.a. the live angle, an ad break, Swerve Strickland's live promo, and an Owen Hart tournament video, followed by an ad break. 663,000 viewers.
Oh, good Lord. And remember when Swerve was just over like crazy about 3 months ago before they went to work on him?
Not on the mic. But we go now to quarter five.
Well, he was noted for his cunning linguist ability.
People like yelling whose house it is, but I don't know if his promos have really been there yet. And we'll see if they get there, but we'll get to quarter five, the big 9 o'clock hour, 9 to 9:15 p.m. Right over here now, the Acclaimed and Billy Gunn's rap video, followed by Samoa Joe versus Chris Jericho in a Calgary street fight with picture-in-picture. What was it?
A Stampede street fight.
A Stampede street fight, picture-in-picture. 672,000 viewers.
Ooh, looks like some people came back from taking a dump.
Now, we always say, if you have a Chris Jericho segment at the end of a quarter, it usually drives the next quarter down, let alone a match that goes from one quarter into another, you would think, right?
We have noticed that trend in previous instances.
Quarter 6, 9:15 and 9:30 p.m. The continuation of Joe versus Jericho, an ad break, the Joe hospitalization angle, and the start of Claudio versus Ishii versus Pac versus Kyle Fletcher with picture-in-picture. 632,000 viewers.
Oh, And
Also,
40,000 bite the dust.
oh, actually not. I was going to say the low point in the key demo, it's just slightly above the low point.
Well, now see, now that's the way Uncle Dave is going to report it. He's going to say this was slightly above the low point. You can always talk positive. So they are down. We're back to our old pattern again. They're down 100 and what is that? They're 187,000 people from where they started from. And they haven't cracked 700,000 since 8:45 Eastern.
Well, we go now to quarter 7, 9:30 to 9:45 p.m. The continuation of Claudio versus Ishii versus Pac versus Fletcher. Pac's live promo. Hangman Adam Page and the Elite and Renee Paquette having a backstage confrontation.
Remember, that was, I'll do it.
The Mercedes Moné Britt Baker live angle.
Oh boy.
An ad break. And Darby Allin's backstage promo, I guess that's what we'll call it. 657,000 viewers.
Good Lord, you mean they actually picked up 25,000 for that?
I think people saw Jericho turned off the channel, but they still wanted to watch wrestling. They just waited till he was off.
Huh? You may be right.
I mean, it proves that every single week. We go now to quarter 8. I remind you, we have an overrun. It says 3 minutes here. Willow Nightingale versus Mariah May with picture-in-picture Owen Hart Tournament Cup final. The tournament. That could be your tournament.
Tournament Cup.
We have the Gym Tournament. Picture-in-picture ads. 640,000 viewers. 3-minute overrun with the big post-match angle with Tony Storm and Luther. 695,000 viewers.
Oh, so suddenly 55,000 people are like, where the fuck is Modern Family? And why are these women drinking each other's blood?
How many men got beaten up by women on this show this week?
Well, and you know, again, that's not fair.
It's that's not why I'm saying it. I'm not saying we should have.
No, it's sexist. We ought to be able to retaliate from this epidemic of female on male violence on television, but no.
Man, Britt Baker didn't wait for that security guard to even do it. He just punched him right in the face.
No, he could have been saying, hey, I'm on your side. I'm going to let you walk right by me. Oh, whoa. Oh.